everyone, and welcome back to my show. And today we're gonna start second part of Windows shortcuts key, and I'm gonna just go through each of them by the example. And like the previous lessons, I'm gonna show you how to use them. Some of you asking me how we can remember all of these shortcuts key. Actually, you need to use them every day on your jobs, and you need to just repeat them, and one day you're just doing it automatically. So the practice is a key here. So if you want to use the Windows shortcuts in your job, you have to repeat it again and practice. So this is the only way you can remember them. So you don't need to remember like 260 keywords. Just remember those ones which you using it most in your job. And especially if you are doing the admin jobs and like doing the writings, or like doing like a data entry, or if you are a writer. So it's good to know some of them. Is very useful, especially those combination of Windows key and the L which lock your screen. So try to repeat them and use them in your daily work, or daily jobs if you using any computer system for your job. So let's get started with the part 2. Thanks. Let's start with Alt, and let's see what Alt does in Microsoft Word. So on Microsoft Word, if we press Alt, as you can see here, it shows a few options here for you. So actually it shows you what settings you can use in your Microsoft Words. So for example, it shows you here search bar. It shows you, for example, undo key, save key. So if you're not sure what it does, just open one Word files and just press Alt there, and then you will see this menu here. Okay, so this was for Alt. And let's just open one of my folder here. If I want to see the properties of my files, the shortcut key for that is to hold actually Alt and press Enter button like that. So it will bring up the menu for you, which is you can just put it on read only or hide the file. So instead of, let me show you how we usually open this menu. So usually we go on the files, we do the right click, and this is properties here like that. So instead of doing this, you just hold Alt and press Enter. Easy, you see? Right, so that was the second one. So the third one, actually the third one, open the shortcut menu for the active window. So I call this window active window. So if I hold Alt and press spacebar, as you can see, it's bring it here. You can minimize it, maximize it, or close it with Alt F4, which we talked on our previous lesson. Okay, so that was for the Alt space, and I think we already talked about the Control A. So if I mark this one, and if I want to mark all of them together, I just hold the Control and I press A. So it does like that. So it mark all of them in one go for you. Okay, and for example, what else? Okay, right, I'm gonna show you something else. Let me just make a new files here. For example, I'll just open one new text file. So we have one good command to delete the files permanently. So if I hold the control button and press D, as you can see, it deletes my files. I just press Ctrl Z again to bring the documents back again. So if you delete your files by Ctrl D, there is no way to return that files back on the data files recovery. Okay, so if you want to delete the files permanently, you can use Ctrl D or Shift Delete. Okay, in this two way, your files will go permanently, as even the recovery files cannot retrieve your data. Okay, so let's do it again. I'm gonna just delete this new text document. I hold the control, I press D, so it deleted. Okay, and then just redo it with Ctrl Z, and this time I'm gonna just press Shift Delete. It's deleted again. So yeah, let's just press Ctrl Z. Yeah, okay. Let's back here. So if I delete this one, delete this line or word, sorry. If I press Ctrl Y, it just bring it back for me. Okay, so it's like Ctrl Z, but in the Word it's working with the Ctrl Y. All right, and what else? Okay, so if I wanna choose between the 2-3 active app on my desktop, I'm using the Alt, Control, and Tab, like that. Okay, you might ask, so we had this like a similar comment on our previous lesson, so you might ask what's the difference. Okay, I'm gonna show you what's the difference. So on our previous lessons, I told you if you hold Alt button and press Tab, you can change the active applications. You can change between the active applications like that. But as you can see, it doesn't stay on the menu to choose which one you want, and each time you have to press Tab to choose the right one for yourself. Okay, so what Alt Control Tab does, look, I'm just holding the Alt Control Tab now, and the menu will stay. I can choose by mouse which one I'm gonna use. For example, I choose this one. Okay, let's do it again. Alt Control Tab. I'm gonna choose this one. So yeah, sometimes we are not sure what we're gonna do, so it's good to have Alt Control Tab to see all the open apps. All right. Okay. And if you want to if you want to open the start here like this, but quickly, you can just press Escape and Control. Okay, like that. Control Escape or Escape and Control. It has to be in the same time. So, or you can press and hold Control and press Escape. And I showed you another trick to untask any file. So you're just holding the Control Shift Escape, and then you can open the Task Manager. Control Shift Escape. Let's do it again. Control Shift Escape. Okay, so there is another way. You can just press Control Alt Delete and choose the Task Manager like that, which is take long. This is quite easy. Control Shift Escape. Oh, sorry. Control Shift Escape. Like that. Okay, and let's just open this one. If I press Shift F10, it shows me this menu, so I can sort my files by the list or details. Let's just like that. Shift F10, or do it like sorted by detail like that. So Shift F10. Usually you can do this one on the your toolbar here, like that. List it and put it on details. So the shortcut key for that one is the Shift F10. And if I want to choose my files one by one, I hold Shift and I press the arrow button, the downside arrow button, like that. I can choose them one by one, like that. Okay. If I gonna select, for example, these 10, I don't need the rest of them. I hold the Shift and I'll press click on it. So it will select these 10. Let's do it again. I'm gonna just select from here to here. Okay. Before I click on this file, I hold the Shift and I press click. Okay, and I mark them up. If I want to unmark any of these files, let's just mark them all. All means Control Alt, okay? Control A. So if I want to unmark them, I hold Control and I just click on those files which I don't want it. Like that. Okay. And what else? On the here. Okay, this is a good one. If I wanna move to the next word in my Microsoft Word, I hold the Control button and I press the arrow key, the forward arrow key. As you can see, it will stay on the first alphabet of each word, so like that. S A H A M. And if you do the like a previous one like that, going this way, then like that. Okay. And if you press up, it goes like that. It changed the paragraph. If you press up, if you press down, it changes the paragraph to the down. You see? This is very useful when you typing something or you're doing like your essay or something. That's very useful. And what else? Let me minimize this. And the last one, which I'm gonna show you, is how's the print screen work. So on our keyboard, we have one button which is called print screen. So people asking me what it does, because when they press in it, nothing's happen. So they're just wondering why keyboards comes with this key. But this is very, very useful key. So if I want to take a screenshot of my desktop, I press print screen and I open Paint here. And you remember the magic key? Control V. As you can see, it just pasted here, and then you can, for example, I like these mountains behind here. I'm gonna just have these mountains like that. Actually, we need to just crop it like that. So just like this, and doing like this. Nothing is on now. Okay. And we just this one as well. Okay, good. You press the enter on it, and then you save as a JPEG files. Let's just put it on the desktop. It says just file 1. was this one. Too many things here. Press T, 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 T. Yes, yeah. You see? Okay. So things we done for today, because the most of the control functions on the keyboard, I told you how they worked. And on next step, I think I'm gonna start to using the Windows key, and I want to show you how the Windows key working in Windows shortcuts. So, and right, I think we done a few good things today. I hope you enjoyed this video and try to use it in your daily life, daily work, and believe me, with practice you can remember most of them. On our part 3, I'm gonna start to show you how to use the Windows key with the others key on your keyboard, and I'm gonna just call it part 3. Thanks for watching me in this video. Do not forget to ask your questions, and please click on subscribe and like my video. Thank you so much, and have a good one.